Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 25 online CFM game. We are now in week 12 of the 2024 season with our Arizona Cardinals, and we have a new superstar on offense. That is right. Everybody in our garage is a superstar or better. Trey Benz, Maserati Marv, and now McLaren McBride has abilities, and he got them in the most unimaginable way possible. During practice, during our bye week, I did the training. You have a chance of getting a small chance of getting a dev upgrade, and we actually got it for Trey. Trey's been one of the focus guys for the past couple of weeks to try to get that dev, and we actually got it. So our offense is already really good, and now we have 3 ability players to go along with Kyler Murray. This should be some fun as we take on the Seattle Seahawks, who only have DK Metcalf. This is a stark contrast to a lot of the super teams that we've been facing so far this year, and it shows in Seattle's record. They are only 3-7 as we are underway at Lumen Field. Let's see what Trey can do in his debut as a superstar in this offense. It's important to note that in this game and for the rest of the season, this game was played before the first big patch of Madden 25, and one of the biggest things that was patched was the spin move that we've been using and abusing with Trey Benson. So you will see that for the rest of the season, but it's not in the game anymore. So I said we were going to use it while we had it in our possession, and we will do that for the conclusion of this season. Here's Geno Smith with a drop back, 3rd down, going middle, and that's picked off. It's no fun when the Rabbits got the gun. Taylor Demerson with another interception in what has been a low-key impressive season for the man that we've been playing at that second middle linebacker position to essentially be a sub-linebacker on the opposite side of Owen Popo. 2nd down, Kyler Murray, only 3 men on the rush, but we are out of time and out of options. Cowher's going to throw it away. 3rd down, looking to pass once more. That 3-man rush gets completely thrown to the ground. Kyler Murray turns on the Jets and escapes out of bounds to the 24-yard line. Gonna have to put a quarterback spy out there, or else we will scramble with Kyler, but otherwise, right now, this man coverage kind of has us in fits. But don't worry, we have a number of superstars. We will eventually get someone open. That time it's Marv on the post, down to the 2. It's a run inside. It's Trey Benson trying to sneak a spin in there. Could not quite get it off. 2nd down, look at the slant. That's Marvin Harrison Jr. one-on-one. Barbecue chicken in my eyes, and ultimately on the field as we get 6 points on the board. My opponent will learn quickly, for sure. We play the Seahawks in 2 of the next 3 games, so we got to get used to this opponent. Feel him out early on, because these will be 2 big games for us as we try to make a playoff push. We are 6-4 right now. This did not look possible as we started the season 0-3, but we are firmly in the playoff race in the NFC conference, and we got to give it a go. That's what we always do, even with these bad teams, even in this try-hard comp style Madden online CFM. 3rd down and forever. That easily should have been picked off by Williams. It's 4th down and forever, and the Seahawks offense is still on the field late in the first quarter, hoping for a prayer. Geno stepping open, Kenneth Walker up the seams with the grab, and that was a little bit too easy, but on the very next play will force the turnover. Jalen Thompson, he has the ball in his hand, so that was annoying to give up the 4th down, but then we just get the interception next play like that. Hey, look, I'll take it any way we can get it. As we put Marv on the sweep, he gets a couple of yards. 2nd down, Trey Benson. He's always a one-play touchdown. We can nail that spin move. Once again, my opponent going with this heavy dosage of man coverage, and once more, it's giving us fits. We got to find the right route combination, or just let Marvin fly to the ball. Maserati Marv, part the Red Seas. It's a touchdown for Marv yet again. And Marvin Harrison Jr. is on pace to break records. And I'm not talking about rookie records in the NFL. He is legitimately on pace to break the single season receiving touchdown record of 23 and the single season receiving yards record, which is around, I believe, 1960, set by Calvin Johnson on those Detroit Lions. And On top of all of that, we're doing it in a winning way. It's not just a force feed to where we're sacrificing offense. We have one of the best offenses in the league, and it's spearheaded by the 4th overall pick of this year's draft, as a first-round pick from last year's draft, Jackson Smith-Njigba, on the sweep. He gets positive yardage. That'll put the Seahawks in the red zone. Furthest they've gotten downfield so far today, but they'll go backward on 2nd down. We'll get the sack, 3rd and forever. We got to hold up defensively. End zone, and caught! DK Metcalf, sky high for the grab. It ultimately was a slam dunk for the Seattle Seahawks. I thought we baited that well, but I forgot how well high balls work in this game. I was like, all right, I got Buda Baker, I got Lurker. If I make him think that seam is open, we should be able to undercut that. But the high ball easily gets that away from the shorter Buda Baker and right into the arms of DK Metcalf. So we'll have to adjust on that defensively. Right before the 2-minute warning, getting the snap off. Kyler going middle. There's Trey McBride. His first catch as a superstar, middle of the field. We got to get Trey to an 85 overall to unlock better abilities. I feel like I've been saying that a lot so far this season, as Trey McBride trying to hit that spin one time. Give me 1 6 spin move and we can be gone. But right now it's 3rd down, looking for someone to break open here. It's Trey on the angle route for the first down. Whoo, there was a chance to hit a spin move, but not hitting spin was not the worst decision, because now we can work some clock here near the end of the first half. Under 30 seconds to go. Everybody holding on to their timeouts. 2nd down. Look at Marv on the island. Barbecue chicken. Even with this shadow, Tariq Woolen, Marv stands tall and gets another touchdown on the board. What's that, Marv's 3rd touchdown of the game, man? He is absolutely torching these boys, and my opponent really wants to run this man coverage to the point where he's putting his shutdown corner, Tariq Woolen, who, you know, in Madden especially, 6'4" and like 96 speed is an absolute glitch, but he's no match for Marvin Harrison, so he'll have to make that adjustment in the second half. For now, he's trying to get some points before he goes into the locker room, down by 14. Gino can't get it off. We're going to go straight coverage here. Make sure we cover that running back, double coverage, and swat it away with 4 seconds to go. He's going to try to get a pass off here. Let's see if he can. We're trying to make something quick happen. We do. Garda gets the sack, but it will end the first half. You know, we could have maybe tried to blitz and get quick pressure, but, you know, 4 seconds to go. We don't want to be silly in that situation. We have a 14-point lead, right? There's no need for us to take that risk, and, you know, we get the sack off in time, which we nearly did. We get it off, and if we don't, it is what it is, you know, just let him have his free down, and we get the opening possession of the second half. Kyler improvising on the run, and that's a mistake. Darrell Taylor with the interception. That was boneheaded and unnecessary. I just try to make a play, man. I tried to do something special, and sometimes that gets the best of me when I just try to make a play. It happened earlier in the season against the Detroit Lions where I just rolled out with Kyler. And I know it's a bad idea, right? And then let's just do it anyways. As we get back-to-back sacks from BJ Ojulari, and that's going to force the unicorn of Madden, especially in this league, a punt. 4th down and 28, it wasn't really in the right mindset to go for it, as the Greg Dortch, the torch out here, doing his thing. And here we go, outside Marvin Harrison, but unable to connect. We got to get back in our rhythm offensively, and going to Marv is always the answer. But we missed out on him back-to-back plays. That should have been back-to-back completions. But you see, Woolen is playing pretty solid coverage, and now we're just forcing it in double coverage. Our offense is a complete disaster. Yet we are going to go for it on 4th down. I believe in our boys. I see Marv one-on-one on the out. No, sir. Trey McBride on the curl route. We have options, especially now that Trey is a superstar. We've got options. McLaren McBride puts it into high gear, puts us in the red zone. Kyler over 200 yards, 3 passing touchdowns. Can he make it 4? Can we get it with McBride? Down to the 6-yard line. McBride is starting to really cook, and this will be an RPO gone wrong. Yeah, Zay Jones, probably not the move. Next play, McLaren McBride is in. He tried to send, engage 8? We came out in an empty look there, and I was like, if that blitz is actually a blitz, we'll have one of these seams open. And, you know, as my opponent did, we hit him with the high ball. Look, if it works, it works. We got to use what we have, the tools that we have to our advantage. That is clearly what it takes to win in this league. There are no morals in this league, all right? These guys do whatever it takes to win, so we got to adapt. or get beaten down. And so far, we're doing a great job of adapting. It's a 28-7 game. And look, man, our defense holding Seattle to 7 as we hit the last play of the third quarter. I don't know how we got here defensively, to be completely honest, but I'm impressed. I'm amused, and I'm hoping we can keep it going for one more quarter. At the very least, we got to make Seattle earn this drive here. Just make them chew some clock as Kenneth Walker sneaking in a run. And Seattle going to the run down big is actually helping them. They're getting great yardage, and the K9 is all bark and all bite as he gives the Seahawks a pulse here in the fourth quarter, at the very least, right? You know, it looked like they were just chewing clock, but now the Seahawks are a little bit invested in this game to the point where they are going to try the onside kick. Can't really blame them for this one. We just got to recover, and Zay Jones, thankfully, gets his hands on that. Onside kicks have been an adventure for us this season, but we are able to convert, as unfortunately, we're going to take the sack on first down. We're not close to field goal range. This will help. K1 on the option. Kyler's got the first down. He's dancing in the open field. He's doing too much. He's fumbled the football. Nwosu on the recovery. Did he just try to hurdle? I think he did. Alrighty. It's getting a little nervous energy here. I'm not going to lie. Metcalf not going to beat Buda Baker to the punch on that one, but it is incompletion. Though we do have Buda Baker on fire, so that is the good news. So hopefully Buda Baker can do something. I believe I put reinforcement on him. Got to make sure he's guarding Metcalf. Gino looking. He tried to throw it at the last second, and that brings up 4th down and 10. This is just about the game on the line. Gino, drop back, seam, got it. What a grab by Tyler Lockett, man. I mean, you just got to tip your cap to him. That's a great catch, I suppose, in traffic. We'll have to do a little bit of a better job to keep Seattle out of the end zone because they are threatening to make this a one-possession game. We have not played the cleanest of football in the second half, and that has us on the back foot. And now this is officially a ball game. Noah Fant with the touchdown, and yeah, man, you never know with these kind of games because once your opponent gets momentum, it's hard to get it back. That will help, though. Great tackle in the open field. It's the Rabbit again, tackling the K9. That will hold the lead to 8. Onside kick once more. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by Seattle. Onside woes continue. That time, it might have been on me just attacking that ball, but it just looked like a perfect onside kick right at the 10-yard marker. I felt like we had to go for it there. And Zay Jones, once again, on the hands team, I have no idea why. And the Seahawks are in business yet again. It's just all going wrong. A fumble, an onside kick going against us. But nonetheless, we got to hold on for one defensive drive. We got to put our misery behind us and focus on the task at hand. We hit the 2-minute warning with the Seahawks trailing by 8, 40 yards away from the end zone. They have all of their timeouts. They're not in a rush. Gino outside. He goes to lock it out of bounds to the 17-yard line. Quick hitter. Gino empty middle. Metcalf broken up by Buda Baker. His ability's actually working on the play. 2nd down. This is in the corner, and it's caught for the touchdown. Noah Fant! What a catch! And it is indeed a touchdown, both feet in. Now a critical 2-point conversion. Gino looking good, pocket outside. Tyler Lockett to tie the game. Seattle was down by 21 at the start of the quarter, and this game looked as good as done. Now we've got to try to maybe win this game in regulation or lose it in regulation the way we've been playing. Kyler option on the run. Don't fumble the ball. Thankfully we don't, but we do not get the first down. Going on the trips on 2nd down. Got him on the crosser. That's Maserati Marv in single coverage. Even with Woolen draped all over him. We trust Marv every day of the week and twice on Sundays. Marv is on fire, but we got to be careful with that. 20 seconds to go in the ball game. This is Trey McBride. He'll safely get us into comfortable Matt Prater field goal range with 14 seconds to go. We did step out of bounds, but at this point, I'm not even trying to score the touchdown. I just want to chew clock, take away timeouts, and end this game on a game-winning field goal attempt. 2nd down, conservative ball carrying on. Hold on to that ball, 2 hands tight. We take away more time, 8 seconds left. We take away 4 more seconds. That would be ideal. That we do. And actually, it's going to be us calling the timeout with 3 seconds to go. Seattle saves their final timeout to ice the kicker. So their last chance will be on trying to block this kick. Matt Prater for the win in Lumen Field. He lines it up. He knocks it down. The Cardinals, another dub in the scoreboard, 7-4 on this season. We avert disaster after blowing a 21-point lead. We march downfield to get the game-winning score. And it took all of our superstars to make it happen. Trey Benson actually had his most silent game in a long time. 10 for 13. The run game was not there, especially in the second half. My opponent came out in some pretty aggressive fronts, and we were not able to attack that passing the ball like we should have. But nonetheless, you know, maybe Trey Benz wasn't doing his thing, but McClary-McBride really stepped up, of course, along with all the damage Maserati Marv did in the first half, and ultimately that crosser that secured us close to field goal range at the end of the day. So, yeah, man, we move on to week 13, and we'll be taking on the Minnesota Vikings next. And what a matchup this is. Our 7-4 Arizona Cardinals will be taking on the 9-2 Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are not only in the playoff race, but they more importantly are trying to chase down the #1 seed, which is currently the Philadelphia Eagles. Our Cardinals, meanwhile, we're just barely in there as this 6th seed, I believe. Even with a 7-4 record, we're just barely hanging on right now, and every game matters. And you know, we could steal a game against the Minnesota Vikings, that would be big, because this is clearly one of the best teams in the league. And that's before I let you guys know that this K3 dude is just one of the best players in Madden 25, period. So funny backstory, I always send my opponent a good luck message before I play an online CFM game. That's just something that people did for me when I first got into online CFM, so I returned the favor. I feel like it's a respectful thing to do before you get into a grind. And when I said good luck to the Minnesota Vikings guys, someone else in the league group chat told me I was the one that needed good luck, which is fair, right? I'll take that. But the reason why was baffling. The guy told me that this Vikings user was the #1 ranked player on the Madden 25 leaderboards. Okay, now we have a game on our hands and then some. If you weren't sure what the competition is like in this league, and you weren't sure what I meant by MCS rejects, this is exactly what we are talking about, right? Like, when I say MCS rejects, these dudes are like on the borderline of qualifying for tournaments, and here we are with the not-so-good Arizona Cardinals with a 7-4 record with a puncher's chance. And at this point, I feel like we can take anybody on in this league, so why not us to take down the Minnesota Vikings? We're going to give it our all. It's not going to be easy for sure going against the #1 ranked dude, but shout out to this K3 guy. He definitely has a YouTube channel with the name of K3 as he advertises in his gamer tag, so definitely check that out, man. Cool dude. It's going to end up being a fun game, you see. I mean, the Minnesota Vikings are not a great squad, so to be 9-2 with them, you definitely got to be putting in work. You got Aaron Jones with spin cycle. That is going to be the most dangerous man on the field. Also, keep an eye on Jay Jettas. 2 superstar backs, 2 superstar receivers. Should be a fun one. We are underway at US Bank Stadium. And as we normally do, always going to go for that deep kickoff. Even if the ball is being placed at the 30, I don't mind that. Just don't give up kick return touchdowns as J.J. McCarthy makes a rookie mistake on the first play of the game. He throws it to the wrong #3. He wanted Addison. He finds Buda Baker instead. That is not the act of a #1 ranked player by any means. I am not impressed. But let's see what his defense is like. Early on, just going into a cover 4 shell. Kyler Murray blasted in the middle of the field. He'll eat dirt, and that'll bring up a 4th down as we come out spread look here. Gonna forego a 59-yard field goal attempt. Kyler clean pocket. Marv is covered. McBride drop it right in the bucket. Once again, Trey McBride with these superstar abilities working the middle of the field, unlocking a new dynamic 2-hour offense as McClary-McBride takes us to the 8-yard line. Next play, setting up the screen. Didn't quite get the block. Doesn't matter. Maserati Marv kicks it into high gear. In the end zone he goes. Marv lives in the end zone. It's just what he does, man. As we're rocking these alternate, or just the regular white uniforms, I believe these are the away uniforms. Gotta love these new Cardinals white uniforms that they started running last season. Definitely rocking them for every away game that we do. And as far as the home games, as you might have noticed, I've been mixing it up between the black alternates and the normal red home jerseys. So I think we're going to keep on rocking with that flow as Buda Baker is already on fire after getting that interception. But check out us on the island getting burnt. Jay Jettas, he'll walk this one in for 6. Unfortunately, I got switch sticked in the worst possible spot we could be in. isolated against 99 overall Justin Jefferson. Not what I wanted at all. I was just trying to make defensive adjustments and got caught flat-footed. That's what happens. It's a dangerous game sometimes, especially with the switch stick. You never know where you're going to go if you don't get the adjustment off in time. And yeah, it was worst case scenario there. It was supposed to be a cover 3 shell. Elijah Jones is supposed to be giving a cushion right there. Instead, I just got stuck in quicksand. And yeah, we definitely don't want to be giving up free touchdowns, right? So we'll just have to bounce back from it, put it in the back burner, focus on the task at hand, which is trying to run for our life. With Kyler Murray, we're actually going to eat a sack here and lose a yard. 3rd down and 3. We got to exploit this 3-man front. That we do. Benson, first down, trying to hit the spin. It's all right. We'll take that easy gain. And eventually, we'll have to get him out of this look, but it won't be making mistakes like that. Intercepted, trying to go over the top to Marvin Harrison, and that was an ambitious ball right there. There's a small window to get that in, but I probably need to highball that to get it in, and yeah, definitely did not do that, but boom goes the dynamite. Buda Baker with the boom tech fumble forced. All right, we'll take that. We'll take that. We have normally been on the wrong side of fumbles this year, so it feels good to actually force one. And Buda Baker, our best player, is definitely playing like our best defensive player. You love to see it. He was low-key a part of our 0-3 start because he was doing nothing. Now we're winning games, and Buda Baker is making plays. Coincidence? I think not. We get the first down on the run with Kyler Murray just getting the yardage necessary. He's starting to bring some edge pressure, and it's making us a little bit tilted in the pocket. That was not the greatest of reads. 2nd down. That was not the greatest of throws. That should have been a layup. 3rd down, empty look, outside for Marv. Those out routes, the timing is so awkward, but it's there. We have the cushion. I have to trust it. On 4th down, back to the well. Marv with separation. And it doesn't work again. It goes off the hands of Marv, but it's also led pretty far out of bounds. And once again, that's just the inaccuracies and the inconsistency of those speed outs in this game, and it's unfortunate because those plays should work, but it feels like ever since Madden went to next gen, the out routes are just very inconsistent, and that sucks because I love out routes. It's a great way to beat defenders that are giving a cushion, right? It's just an easy exploit, something I've been doing in Madden since I picked up the sticks essentially, but if we can't beat it, then what a concept that should work, then it's just like, all right, maybe we'll put a curl route on there next time. I don't really know. Aaron Jones trying to get busy right now with that spin cycle, but he's spinning into big hits as we call a timeout here with about 2:20 left in the 2nd quarter, trying to preserve some clock for our next offensive drive, which is most likely coming after the Vikings score a touchdown. They are down to the 2. Now, we do have a sneaky good goal line defense, better than you think for a 32nd ranked passing defense. J.J. McCarthy is about to learn that lesson himself. Incompletion on 1st down. The rookie, the handoff. It's Aaron Jones. He goes outside. He spins it back in, and he's in for 6. We were always going to get beat by one of those spin moves. It is what it is. It's the game. It's the game that we play, and we play it both ways, right? He's got Aaron Jones. We have Trey Benson. We'll just have to get him back at some point in the game, and hopefully Trey can have a better game than he did last week as Michael Carter had some space to slither through, gets tackled at the 32-yard line. We're not going to be in a rush on this final drive. Essentially, if we can tie it up going into halftime, I'm all right with that. Kyler leaving the pocket. He's got space to run. Defender stays home. Kyler launches, and it's McBride. Wow, finding a pocket for his quarterback to make the throw. Defender got stuck in no man's land. Blitz once again picked up, but there is nothing open, and we're going to have to thankfully throw that one away without a penalty. As you see, he's continuing to send this 5-man pressure. It's not getting home, but it doesn't matter because the coverage in the back end is completely standout right now. We have to find a way to beat it. It's 3rd down and 19. We're not in field goal range, but we're always in 3rd down in Marv territory. Just find Maserati Marv, let him cook. 30 seconds to go in the half. Once again, pressure picked up. Kyler's got space, rolling right side. He can run it. He will launch it. Looking for Marv. Ambitious as ever. 2nd down once again. Going Marv. Oh, the soft hands for 6. Marvin Harrison, marvelous as always. He scores touchdowns. It's just what he does. You can try to stop it. Resistance usually is futile though, and we have this one all knotted up. It's been an up and down roller coaster affair so far, but ultimately I think being tied in this game is a good thing for us because we should be getting the opening possession of the 2nd half. We do have to hold on for these final 16 seconds, which, look, in this year's Madden is easier said than done. And Aaron Jones causing us to skip a few heartbeats there for sure. 7 seconds left. Let's see if they can sneak into field goal range. JJ McCarthy, he's got time in the pocket. He launches in the corner. Max Melton vacates the area, and that is indeed field goal range. But my goodness, what? 2 seconds to go? He's really going end zone here. He's not going to kick it. He's taking his shot. It's for Addison. Oh, he caught it. No way. Jordan Addison with perhaps the catch of the season. No time left in the half. He survives the hit, and he's dancing for 6. Oh, man. Oh, man. I mean, that's a good throw, I guess, as far as getting it in the receiver's hands. I'm not going to call it a great decision. And normally, you know, you wouldn't make that throw, but with no time left, that's your biggest play. That's your best opportunity. You just hope the defender knocks it out. That is one hell of a catch. That's one hell of an animation. And my goodness, Ballerina Benson, wave him goodbye. The first play of offense is the last play of offense. We're blowing the roof off here at US Bank Stadium. The offenses have suddenly awoken, and it's about to get scary. Woohoo! We had Addison make that crazy catch, and we retaliate with an immediate Trey Benson touchdown. But man, it would have been nice if we could at least force the drop. We would be up by 7 now. It is what it is, though. Once again, you just can't worry about those kind of things, especially in these CFM games. This is a 6-minute quarter game. We just got to keep our composure, and that is often the key to just staying in these games. A lot of people just lose composure, and you just mentally fall apart play by play. You lose focus on one play, you lose focus on 2. You lose focus on a few, and you lose the game, right? So if we just stick to our guns, make sure we make open field tackles in Aaron Jones, that is currently the task at hand. Don't let him do us dirty like Trey Benson did earlier in the game. I don't think he realized Kenny Nwanu was in the game. That spin move, not so nice. Second down, that'll work well. That's Justin Jefferson who got the earlier touchdown. We've been doing an okay job on Jefferson so far besides the freebie that we gave up, as he clearly wants to get Aaron Jones established in this game. It must be said, though, we're doing a really good job of making open field tackles when we can. Second down in the flats, though. He's starting to really dot us up in those flats. He hit Justin Jefferson on the wheel route earlier. Now he just goes straight flat to TJ Hawkinson. He's definitely got some weapons to hit here offensively. We just got to get JJ McCarthy to make a mistake. Oh my goodness, that is caught again by Jordan Addison, who's having the game of his life right now, it must be said. Buda Baker gonna make Aaron Jones pay for trying to spin around silly. No gain on the play. Second down, JJ clean pocket. He's going end zone. Hawkinson holds it in, and the Vikings regain the lead. Yeah, both offenses are awake now. I don't know if anybody's getting a defensive stop for the rest of this game, but whoever figures it out probably gets the win. That'll help. That will certainly help. That was aggressive. There was no reason to really go for that 2-point conversion, but we got the stop, and now we get a touchdown and a PAT. We have ourselves the lead as Dortch the Torch on the kick return. He gets to the 32-yard line. We're having decent success on those kick returns so far. Corner for Marv. Wow, what an interception by Blackman. He climbs the invisible ladder. He shuts down Maserati Marv and nearly gets a pick 6. Michael Wilson makes the tackle. We'll see how important that was. Fast forward a couple of plays for sure, but we got to watch it in real time. So far, first down, it matters. It definitely matters. Shout out Michael Wilson. Second down, Aaron Jones says, not so much. Whoa, 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 what is he doing? He just gave up a touchdown. I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was intentional, but he definitely just surrendered a touchdown to keep the offense on the field on third down. McCarthy bootlegging and scoring. It's the fullback, CJ Ham. Now, I don't know if he intentionally gave up the touchdown to try to, potentially stat pad with J.J. McCarthy. If he did, it worked, as we have a 2-point conversion. McCarthy just got it off, and he finds Jefferson on the zig route. Owen Papo doesn't know where to go, clearly. So, yeah, man, I don't know what happened there. We had a decent defense to stop that play, but everybody went for the running back on the play fake. J.J. McCarthy must have 99 play action rating. So, yeah, back against the wall here, down by 14. We talked about whoever figures out defense wins the game, and then we threw a pick right away. So, look, man, we've been in this situation a couple of times this season, and we normally at least make the opponent sweat it out, especially when Trey Benson is spinning silly, open field, past midfield. Kyler drop back, going flat, going Benson. Slow spin move there. You got to get that quick spin move off while it's still in the game, of course. They definitely patched it behind now. Drop back, second down and 2, going middle. Once again, Trey McBride. And as all the defensive attention is on Maserati Marv, McBride is eating in that middle of the field as Benson, always electric. You never know when he can break your ankles. Second down and 2, going end zone, hauled in by by Maserati Marv again. I mean, Marvin Harrison, what do I got to say? But here is where we really got to make it count. 2-point conversion to make it a 6-point game. The drop back, Kyler going Benson, picked off by Byron Murphy. Now we have to make the play with Kyler Murray, which we do. We make the open field tackle. Going for that 2-point conversion, trying to make it a 6-point game, did not work out. But the reason why you go for that in the analytical approach is that we have a second bite at the apple if we score another touchdown. That's a big if, though, because we need to get a stop. We can't give up even a field goal on this next drive. Easier said than done. Surely easier said than done right now. We are playing Madden 25 after all, but once more, we are eliminating the big plays from Aaron Jones for the most part, the highlight plays. Jones again, good open field tackle, not even able to get that spin move off. Now it's 3rd down and 12. He goes up tempo. Let's see if he gets the play off. Buda Baker's on fire once more. JJ McCarthy, shotgun spread. Look here, letting that clock drip. He might just let it go to the 2-minute warning. No, he doesn't. He gets the play fake. McCarthy drifting, firing. Addison is unbelievable. He's got Stickum on his gloves. I'm convinced there's no way. But we just sent Minnesota backwards. We got to keep them out of field goal range. This is probably 4th down territory to decide the game. JJ McCarthy, 2nd down, step up, running, and just about getting in field goal range. Oh no, that might have been the game. We'll see if we can make something happen here on 3rd down. That is Justin Jefferson with the catch, fighting for the 1st down, lost the ball! Elijah Jones! Boom, boom! And the Cardinals have life! Down by 8 on offense. What a forced fumble! Next play! Maserati Marv! Vroom! Touchdown! And now the 2-point conversion to try to tie the game. It's all popping off rather quickly. It's Kyler in! Kyler Murray ties the game himself. We were done, we were dusted, now we have life, and now we need a defensive stand with 1:03 remaining. The rookie McCarthy with a money drive, down low on 1st down, attacks the hard flat of Sean Murphy, bunting, actually loses a yard on the play, no timeout, they'll go up tempo instead. Time is ticking, 40 seconds and counting. That's Ty Chandler, the running back leaving the backfield, no Aaron Jones right now. Time continues to tick, tick, tick. JJ McCarthy out the shotgun, pocket collapsing, and he gets hit on the throw. You gotta think he's probably just thinking 4th down territory here. 3rd down and 11. JJ drop back, good pocket, running away, launching wide open. It's Jettas spinning, open field, dancing, jiving, down at the 1-yard line. And that could be the ball game in Minnesota's favor, as the Vikings have no interest in scoring the touchdown. We tried to let him score. He was smart enough to our game, though. He spun around to make sure he did not score that touchdown, even though we nearly tackled him in there. But hold on just a second. With 5 seconds left, we called the timeout. Man in motion. They've got to play off. It's Aaron Jones! Denied at the 1-yard line with 1 second to go. That was sketchy, but nonetheless, this is the game. Chip shot for the win. Good! And the Minnesota Vikings survive a battle of the best in the NFC. Ah, man, we definitely gave it a good game there for sure. And like we talked about, man, we're always going to make you sweat it out at the end. We might be down by a little bit, but if you think we're going to quit, you got the wrong opposition in mind. Another great game from Trey, another great game from Marv, another great game from McBride. But unfortunately, today it's not going to result in a victory. And I mean, shout out to my dude in the Vikings. GG's to him. Definitely a well-played game. So, you know, hopefully we can take our lessons here and apply them to the next week, because with this loss, we are definitely on the fringes of playoff contention. And now we fast forward to week 16. The playoff race has definitely been shaken up. We have had our last 2 games get simmed, unfortunately. One of them was a win against the Seattle Seahawks, but the other one was a loss against the New England Patriots. Unfortunately, this league was advancing at a rapid rate. TDBarrett had to go on vacation, so we were doing multiple advances within a day, and it just so happened to be about the worst week of the year for multiple advances to be happening, because I was really busy at the time, so we ended up missing 2 games. The good news is the rest of the season is going to get played. No more games are getting simmed, so we are going to be able to control our own playoff destiny from here. We enter today with an 8-6 record, and we're taking on the 9-5 Carolina Panthers. If we drop this game, this could knock us out of playoff contention with two 7-7 teams trying to take our final playoff spot as we are underway at Bank of America Stadium. Last time we entered a bank, we weren't able to cash the check. Hopefully better results today as we take on a young but not so talented Carolina squad. Outside, they go to the veteran Adam Thielen. So Carolina is in the playoff race. They are the 6th seed right now. This game doesn't affect them too much, but this game could really put us on the fringes of elimination because, you drop this game and then, we might lose tiebreakers down the road. So the easiest way to make the playoffs simply is to win this game, and then we could take it a bit more stress-free for the last 2 weeks of this season. Here we go. Jonathan Brooks on the run, making a man miss. Brooks taking the boom hit from Budda Baker. Don't want to play around with those. Budda forced a fumble last time we were on the field. Third down, Bryce Young, the sophomore quarterback with the scramble with the first down. Number 9, down to the 9-yard line. The rookie, Jonathan Brooks, going backward. Run defense all right so far. Third down, Jonathan Brooks outside once more. It's Gardeck with the open field tackle. It's 4th down, and the Panthers are on the field. They're going for it. RPO outside and broken up. Elijah Jones forcing the turnover on downs. What a beaut from Elijah Jones. Only for a safety on the very next play. The former Gamecock Jadeveon Clowney got us, and that was just carelessness right there, trying to improvise in our own end zone, play silly games, win silly prizes, and we're back on defense just like that. And the heroics from Elijah Jones has us back on defense with 2 points on the scoreboard for Carolina. I don't know how Budda Baker didn't get that interception. We'll just chalk it up to Madden 25 as Jonathan Mingo. He's getting ready to do his dingo right now all over our defense. Here's Xavier Legette, another rookie on this Panthers offense, hitting the spin move and taking Carolina back into the red zone. Early second quarter, here's Bryce Young trying to cap the drive off. He will to Deontay Johnson. This has been a very auspicious start to this game so far, mainly because we really haven't been on offense. We had one play in our own end zone and we got sacked for a safety. Otherwise, our high-powered attack has not seen the field, and that is obviously the strength of this team. We don't want to be playing defense with this team. We don't want to be playing defense in Madden 25. We got to dictate our terms on this side of the ball, but we have put ourselves behind the 8 ball as Trey Benson gets the run. Great blocking. Sinister spin move. Trey Benson open field. Look at Zay Jones trying to get the block. Racing downfield is Benz all the way to the 8-yard line. Beautiful start to the drive. Kyler trying to cap it off here. He's got so much green grass to work with. Kyler skip to your Lou for the touchdown. K1 flexing on him. That was easy. We actually taunted in the end zone there as we get the PAT up and good. A great response for us because, we fall flat-footed there. We are really in trouble. I mean, that's kind of stating the obvious, but it's just how important each drive is right now because, you fall behind too far, it'll be hard to catch up back with how hard it is to get a defensive stop. Jonathan Brooks off to the races. Max Melton melts down Jonathan Brooks, a 1-play touchdown. I mean, we come out in that double A gap defensive look, and, sometimes that is what happens. That is the risk we play with that defense. It works well for us. It's a high-risk, high-reward defense, and, we're not running the double A gap setup out of that formation. It's just a formation that anybody who follows my channel for a long time knows I've been loving that since, I started doing YouTube, essentially, so, I run it, and, it gives us different looks, different opportunities, but you don't want to use it and abuse it because it definitely has its faults. As Trey McBride with the catch, but not for the first down. It is 3rd down and 1. We stick with the trips. Kyler handling the bad snap. Pressure up the gut. Lobbing for Marv. Out of reach. He still made the grab. Unreal from Marv. 1st and goal at the 2. Kyler going for Marv. And that was asking a little bit too much, but that was a ridiculous grab. McBride punches his way in. 4-6. Hey man, these boys are way too fun. We got all the sports cars in the garage. Benz finishes the job off, but I mean, that catch by Marvin Harrison was insane because I thought for sure that was overthrown. And I don't know how many receivers can make that catch. I'm glad Marv's on our team and he's one of them. A gain of 7 for Jonathan Brooks here. Under 2 minutes to go. Carolina up by 2. Brooks running outside, cuts it back in, and he's really exploiting our run defense in this double A gap look. So we might have to switch things up, but not before Carolina runs up tempo. We nearly get caught off sides, setting up the screen. Buda Baker, he's really good at sniffing out those screens, fighting blockers. He does it again. Timeout Carolina, their first of the half. Play action for Bryce. He's holding, he's looking, he's bombing in coverage for Leggett, and it's nearly intercepted by Jalen Thompson. Jalen is not great at making those catches in traffic, but he forces the incompletion, and that was a lucky incompletion. That brings up 4th down. Carolina still at the field. Pretty much midfield. They'll go for it. Bryce, drop back, pressure, up the gut, and Bryce is demolished. It's a turnover on downs. Beautiful, beautiful. It's a game of inches right there. We're playing close, but we do just enough as Trey Benson. Beautiful. Oh, yeah, double spin move. I'm going to miss that thing, man. I'm certainly going to miss those spin moves because it's going to be gone after this season. Trey's just going to be a normal human being, but while he is a superhero, we're going to enjoy it for sure. And like we've been saying, use it and abuse it because if we don't, someone else will. That is just what happens in this league. So, yeah, man, we're doing our thing for sure. And, you know, like I said, man, I'm really proud of the fight that we've shown in this league, right? We never quit when things got bad. We went 0-3. We're like, all right, just pick up your boots, get back walking. Just try to get one dub, one at a time. And, you know, embracing the challenge. We are embracing the challenge, and I know this is different for a lot of people that enjoy the sim standards that we usually set with online CFMs, but, you know, this comp style setup is definitely a change of pace that I am having fun with, right? I make jokes about it, and I talk about how sweaty these guys are, is we're going to sweat a little bit with Trey Benson. Last play of the half, always got to keep close attention on Trey Benson anytime he has the ball in his hands, but we cannot make a miracle happen like we did in Miami. But yeah, man, I am enjoying the pace of this league. You know, it's been fun. I mentioned in the first episode, you know, everybody in the chat has been welcoming and friendly and, you know, just chill. So, you know, I appreciate, you know, the environment of the league and all that stuff. So shout out to everybody in here. You know, it's a cool setup for sure, man. It's not exactly my cup of tea, to be completely honest, but you know, we're making our way, man. We're finding ways to have fun with this for sure. That was not fun at all. I tried to have fun, but I did a little bit too much right there with Kyler Murray, and that's just something we're prone to. It is what it is. It's going to be a part of my game. I don't know what else to say, man. I can't take it out. We're going to have the flair for the big play because when we hit it, it's beautiful. Unfortunately, sometimes we don't, and it burns us badly. And, you know, in these situations, once again, with the lead, we're doing it. That's probably the most frustrating part. We keep doing this with the lead like we did in the Seattle game, and you never know how quickly the wheels can fall off the wagon. 2nd and inches, and this will be a loss for Jonathan Mingo. Carolina needs a touchdown to take the lead here, so you got to think 4-down territory. Bryce Young under pressure. Gardeck on his neck. And here we go, Carolina on the field, another 4th down attempt in this game, midway in the 3rd quarter, it's a run for Brooks, he navigates in the trenches, doesn't get much, but it's enough to move the chains, down to the 14-yard line, Carolina going up tempo again with this motion, setting up the screen once more, Brooks has space to navigate, but yet again, it's Buda Baker, he lives for sniffing out screen passes. That was another screen set up to the right side, but it did not work well at all. I believe it was the Rabbit who got the sack. 3rd and a bunch. Bryce Young, no shot. That's Bilal Nichols. I gotta laugh because that might be Bilal Nichols' first sack of the entire season, man. I only make jokes about Bilal Nichols. He never actually does anything good, so you know, first Bilal Nichols positive sighting of the season. We'll take it. And, you know, I said that it was going to be 4-down territory, but when it is 4th down in a bunch, you might as well take your 3 points. The problem is, you get 3 and we get 7, you're in trouble. It's a 2-possession game. Easier said than done. Let's put it together. Here we go. Play action. Kyler Murray. Good pocket. Going down low. There's Marv. We said Marv deep a lot. So we got to remember every once in a while, just put him on a drag, right? It's easy. It's easy. And it makes the defense second guess their coverage. But more often than not, I want to put Marv downfield because he has that game-breaking ability to catch crossers, catch streaks, huge catch radius. 3rd down and 3. We'll put it to the test. All right, anybody? Anybody? Kyler running for his life. That's Marv! Maserati Marv is everywhere! Touchdown! and Marv. Any down and Marv. We're always looking for Marv, even when it looks like there's no chance. Kyler was dead to Rice, but he still made the perfect pass. And how many times have we seen Kyler improvise and just launch a rocket to Marv? He's done it once more. Here we go. Jonathan Brooks, middle of the field. Carolina starting to work against the clock. Not too much of an issue, but something to keep in mind as they're down by 9. Bryce dancing in the pocket. Here comes the pressure. Bryce extending as long as he can. Running circles, but this isn't Alabama. You're on Carolina going against NFL defenders. Bryce got to make a play from the pocket. He's dancing. He's looking all day. Now escaping, buying time. Set. Got him! That's Xavier Legette. The 3-man rush is clearly not working. We'll have to go to an alternative with 4 minutes to go and counting in this fourth quarter. Another screen pass that does not work out well at all. This guy has to junk that play. It is about to cost him the game. Second and a bunch. Bryce stepping, staying behind the line. Down low to Mingo, who is rocked by Buda Baker. Another boom tech from Buda. Third down, play fake. Bryce, immediate pressure. Somehow got it off. A first down to the rookie, Jonathan Brooks, down to the 15, but look at the clock, 2:30 and counting. Wow! Buda Baker, shush him! Buda Baker is a tackling machine. Brooks again on the carry, away from Buda Baker, taking the defender forward, but this will take us to the 2-minute warning. This drive is taking a long time. Both teams have all assessment of timeouts. Bryce looking down low, and it's caught for a gain of a yard, but nowhere close to moving the chains. Fourth down, Carolina going for it. Need 3 yards. Here's Bryce holding flag on the play. It's incomplete for now, but it might be a free first down. It is. It was on our user defender. Got stuck on the stick route. Unfortunate because we had that play well defended. Instead, it's Bryce Young reaching in, and he's got it. Young for the touchdown. Owen Popo trying to knock it out, but it's Carolina with the PAT to make it a 2-point game. Let's see if they kick it deep. No, they'll go for the onside kick. Zay Jones, I swear, you better not screw us over. That's not over 10 yards. We'll let them touch that. That's illegal touching for sure. And a better decision made there for sure by Zay Jones on the onside recovery. So now we'll get it at the 37-yard line, borderline field goal range. But we don't want just a field goal. We want to clock the rest of this game out and at least take away these timeouts. Timeout number 1 gone after a gain of 7. Second down, we're looking to pass. Blitz in. Kyler got it off. McLaren McBride for 6. Dagger from Kyler Murray. And a risky play call. Just got it off. Hey, man. Close, but no cigar. That's what we say to the Carolina defense. We executed to perfection. The only thing is, once again, it would be nice to get down in that kind of situation and just give yourself up at the 1-yard line. But you know what? We got ourselves a 2-possession lead. At this point, if we lose this game, it's just unfortunate because our opponent's going to need an onside kick to get back in. Bryce, pocket collapsing, down he goes. He'll have to burn a timeout here. He does, or else that would have taken a lot of time to get back to the line of scrimmage. Third down and a bunch. Bryce Young trying to work the sidelines. He's hit again, and now it's 4th down in the game. Our pass rush has awakened at an opportune time. Here's Bryce holding under pressure, staying behind the line, now taking off. He spins him for the first down. That was risky for sure, but we will live with that, mainly because it keeps play inbounds. And you see, we actually call a timeout. Our defense was completely out of sorts, so that is all right. 45 seconds to go. It's a run for Jonathan Brooks. He's got to find the sidelines. He cannot. What a tackle by Jalen Thompson. And that's the final timeout burned by Carolina. They might think about kicking a field goal here. Down low to Brooks. On first down, he goes out of bounds. This is field goal range. Let's see if they put the unit on the field. No, not for now. Second down. Bryce another drop back. Pocket collapsing. He's hit on the throw yet again. Bryce Young is taking a beating. Offense on the field once more. Bryce holding, going deep. And that's overthrown, out of reach. 4th down, decision to be made here. No field goal unit yet again. Bryce Young looking for at least 2 yards. He'll get it. This is Jatavion Sanders. Great job getting out of bounds, but there's only 21 seconds remaining. It's a 2-score game. Bryce Young down low. Jonathan Brooks, he'll look for the sidelines. He gets there. 15 seconds remaining, and at this point, you know, time's running out. Gotta go end zone here. Bryce Young gotta do something. Down he goes. Gardeck is on his neck, and that will do it. Time expires, and it's a win for the Arizona Cardinals in a crucial late season showdown. the Carolina Panthers. Are we on our way to the playoffs? We certainly just took one big step forward, and it was an odd game for sure, right? We just weren't on offense a lot. It was a lot of defense. It was a lot of checkdowns guarding and stuff like that. Felt like the Panthers had possession for about 70% of the game, but we made our offensive possessions count, and ultimately, we made the winning plays on both sides of the ball. So, yeah, man, shout out to Carolina. GG's to them, and that's a playoff caliber team that we matched up pretty decently against. And even against Minnesota, man, we matched up decently against all of these teams. So, you know, it makes me believe we at least have a chance. And as long as we have a chance, anything can happen. So stay tuned for next episode. Leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw today. Subscribe for more Madden 25 gameplays, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching.